In this segment, we pick up from our previous video where we delved into the origins and key principles of D.I.R. diving, assembled our back mount harness from individual components, and discussed its proper adjustment. Now it's time to shift our attention to the wing. The prevalent misconception surrounding backplate and wing style systems is that they are exclusively reserved for technical divers. However, this perception is far from accurate. The wing functions as a sealed air cell designed to counteract the negative buoyancy caused by the weight of gas carried by the diver. Wings come in different shapes and sizes, with the donut shape being the most widely used and recognized. This design promotes even gas distribution and circular flow, as gas in the bladder can travel 360 degrees unobstructed, allowing for effective gas release and increased stability. The other less well-known type is the horseshoe wing, otherwise known as the U-shaped wing, which obstructs gas migration at the bottom. These are usually shorter and relatively wider compared to the classic O-shaped ones, forming a literal wing shape when diving, almost hugging the tanks, which provides added roll stability. These wing types aren't suitable for single-cylinder back-mount configuration and are less preferred than the O-shaped ones in general. Let's examine the essential elements comprising a wing. The bladder design is the most crucial aspect to consider. While many wing-style compensators feature a replaceable bladder housed within and shielded by an outer shell, there are also models made from a single piece of fabric without a bladder, requiring complete replacement if damaged. We recommend avoiding these types. The other essential component is the dual-purpose dump valve, which also serves as an overpressure valve. It should be positioned on the inside of the wing at the bottom on the left-hand side. However, some manufacturers incorrectly place the valve to the right. This placement is not recommended, as it's essential to keep your right hand free at all times, particularly for sharing gas during emergencies. Some wing designs are nearly identical from front to back. Therefore, when attaching your wing to your harness, ensure that the valve orientation is on the left. This will adhere to the D.I.R. standards. The length of the pull cord is often overlooked, but it's crucial. If it's too long, it might interfere with the SPG D-ring on your harness when diving horizontally, potentially looping around it and causing obstruction. This could lead to unintended gas release from the wing. If your wing experiences this problem, you can adjust the cord length by making a new knot closer to the valve and then simply trim the excess. The ideal cord length is about 4 centimeters. Selecting the right size of wings is crucial in diving. Oversized wings create excessive drag, resulting in increased gas usage and possible fatigue. Additionally, they impede efficient gas management. Therefore, choosing the correct size is essential for maximizing diving performance. As mentioned earlier, the purpose of the wing is to offset the negative buoyancy of the gas you carry. Simply calculate the weight of the gas in your cylinders, and you'll determine the precise lift capacity required from the wing, assuming you are correctly weighted. First, we need to calculate the amount of gas in liters we carry. To achieve that, multiply the total capacity of your cylinder by the fill pressure in bars. In the case of an 11.1 liters 80 cubic feet cylinder, the amount of gas you carry is 2,220 liters when it's filled at a pressure of 200 bars. Next, calculate the total weight by multiplying the gas volume by the weight of the gas in your cylinder. For air, the gas weight per liter is 1.29 grams, resulting in a total weight of 2.8 kilos at the start of the dive. This indicates that a wing with a 3 kilogram lift capacity should theoretically be adequate for diving with this type of cylinder. However, it's essential to incorporate a safety margin because the buoyancy of your exposure protection and gear may not be perfectly balanced. Ensure your wing has a slight amount of extra capacity to handle any additional weight, but not too much. Considering that no manufacturer is producing wings with such a low lift capacity, find the one that's the closest to your calculations. The smallest wings compatible with single-cylinder configurations start from around 5 kilogram or 11-pound lift capacity. Keep in mind, adhering to this only makes sense if you are diving correctly weighted, and it only applies to a single-cylinder configuration. In case you need a refresher on this concept, we recommend you to check our video of correct weighting by clicking the card in the upper right corner. While not essential, we strongly recommend utilizing a single tank adapter, preferably made of aluminium. This adapter not only offers enhanced stability when rigging your tank, but also serves as a convenient base for threading the cam bands. Using the adapter, rather than the backplate itself, makes adjusting your gear onto cylinders significantly easier. Many divers overlook this, but we strongly recommend that you avoid skimping when selecting your cam bands. Be sure to opt for ones with metal buckles instead of the commonly used plastic ones. This isn't about avoiding accidental breakage while diving. Metal buckles can withstand more pressure when securing your tanks. Ensure that the cam bands you select feature a single continuous piece of webbing, with the buckle securely stitched onto it. Some manufacturers make bands that attach to the buckle merely by being hooked over and secured with a tri-glide, often made of plastic. These types are completely inadequate for the task, as a repeated attachment to the cylinder can cause the webbing to slide out from the tri-glide, resulting in the cylinder being released, which is probably the last thing you want while out diving. Yet another crucial aspect to take into account is how you attach the webbing to the buckle. Follow the steps demonstrated in this video, ensuring careful attention to the specific sequence used for threading the webbing through the buckle. This step is crucial, because if the webbing is threaded incorrectly, the buckle could unexpectedly open during entry, resulting in your cylinder slipping out. We've also observed that divers who rely on just one cam band experience their cylinder gradually slipping down during dives. This shift alters the diver's trim and often causes the cylinder to tilt to the side, disrupting the diver's overall balance. In backplate wing-style rigs, including a second band is standard practice. This additional band enhances stability along your vertical midline, providing better grip on the cylinder and reducing the risk of accidental slips. Under all circumstances, it is crucial to verify that the bands are firmly secured when assembling your equipment. Effectively venting gas from your BC while diving seems to pose a challenge for divers with suboptimal experience in this configuration. Once you have located the dump valve, you need to ensure that it is the highest point of the wing by slightly tipping forward into a head-down position at about 25 degrees, and also rolling your body to the right about 10 degrees. The cord should be pulled upward towards the surface and not to the side. This will open the valve. Since all the gas has migrated to the highest point of the wing, releasing it will become efficient. Dual bladder designs are causing a heated debate in the scuba community, and here's why. While they offer redundancy as a backup buoyancy compensator, they also present a significant risk by doubling the chance of not being able to address a runaway BC failure. Hit the subscribe button to stay tuned for our upcoming videos where we'll delve deeper into this topic. Thanks for watching and hope you learned something. Consider subscribing to Flow State Divers to become part of the community of conscious divers and to get notified on our upcoming content.